NCAC sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of This Week in the NCAC. I'm your host, Brett Billhart. On this week's show, we'll take a look back at all the action from across the North Coast Athletic Conference for the week ending on Sunday, January the 20th. We'll open this week's show with a splash and break down NCAC swimming and diving results from over the weekend. DePaul swept a dual meet against Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday, with the men winning 123-53 and the women by a tally of 138-83. The DPU men, who are ranked 9th in Division III and have won 22 straight dual meets, posted 7 first-place finishes over Illinois Wesleyan, while the women's squad improved to 4-1 in dual meets this year after earning 8 first-place finishes. DPU freshman Caroline Bridges was named the NCAC Women's Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Week award winner after setting pool records in the 100 free with a time of 53.94 and as a member of the winning 200 free relay with a time of 1:40.06. In addition, Bridges also touched the wall first in the 50 free with a time of 24.80. Wittenberg racked up 3 total wins on Saturday as the men defeated Center 151-110 and the women logged wins over Butler 177-82 and Center 156-103. The Tigers' women's squad was led by senior Jane Saviste, who capped her career in the HPER Center Natatorium with 4 wins, including individual titles in the 100 fly and 200 fly and relay victories in the 200 medley and 400 free. The Wittenberg men were led by this week's NCAC Men's Athlete of the Week award winner, A.J. Burt. Burt picked up 4 victories on the afternoon, touching first in the 100 breast with a time of 59.75, the 500 free with a time of 4:57.10, and the 1,000 free with a time of 10:27.74. Burt also swam a leg on the winning 200 medley relay. Kenyon split its squad over the weekend with a grouping of student athletes hosting Ohio Northern on Friday and the remaining traveling to the University of Cincinnati for a 2-day tri-meet. In the duel against ONU, the Lords won 124-106 and the ladies won by a score of 123-113. While the men finished second at Cincinnati with 476 points and the ladies were third with 466 points. Oberlin captured a dual meet sweep of John Carroll on Friday evening, with the Yeomen posting a 143-86 triumph over the Blue Streaks and the Yeowomen securing a 134-97 victory over JCU. The Yeomen were led by freshman Marshall Walker, who won the 100 fly, 200 IM, and was a member of the winning 200 medley relay, while Yeowomen freshman Deirdre Herron shined after winning 3 individual titles, touching first in the 50 free, 100 free, and the 100 breast. NCAC swimming and diving squads will begin to put the finishing touches on their 2012-13 campaigns in the coming weeks, as there are just 2 meets scheduled for Friday and 6 on Saturday. We'll now transition to the hardwood as we currently sit at the halfway point of both the men's and women's basketball seasons. In women's action, DePaul remains the #1 team in the nation and the top squad in the league standings with a perfect overall record of 17-0 and an 8-0 mark against NCAC foes. Rounding out the top 4 positions in the league standings, Kenyon sits in second at 8-1, Wittenberg is third at 4-3, and Allegheny and Denison are tied for 4th with identical 4-4 conference records. Kenyon kept pace with DPU in the league standings by picking up a pair of league wins last week against Wittenberg 64-52 and Ohio Wesleyan 63-58. Senior post Kayla Ernst garnered NCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week laurels for the second time this season after scoring 36 points and grabbing 19 rebounds on the week. In the win over Wittenberg, Ernst notched her 3rd double-double of the season with 16 points and a career-high 12 rebounds, and then registered a 20-point performance against OWU on Saturday. On the week, Ernst shot 50% from the field and 83% from the free throw line to go along with 4 steals, 1 assist, and 1 block shot. Denison split a pair of league contests last week, falling to top-ranked DePaul 85-48 before defeating Allegheny 61-56 on Saturday. Big Red junior Gretchen Stauball led all scorers against Allegheny with 18 points after shooting 60% from the field and 75% from the charity stripe. Oberlin picked up a 69-61 victory over Worcester on Wednesday behind a career-high 28-point effort from sophomore Christina Marquette, while Ohio Wesleyan withstood a late rally to take down Hiram on Wednesday 52-48 behind 20 points and a career-high 16 rebounds from junior post Tamara Londot. NCAC women's basketball action picks back up this week with 4 games each on Wednesday and Saturday. In men's basketball, Worcester has elevated into sole possession of first place in the league standings with a perfect 8-0 record against conference foes, while Ohio Wesleyan is second at 6-2, Wittenberg is third at 5-3, and DePaul and Hiram are tied for fourth with identical 4-4 league records. DePaul upped its league record to 500 after tallying a pair of wins over Denison 79-65 and Oberlin 61-43. With the victories, the Tigers have now won 4 of their last 5 and 7 of their last 9 contests. DPU senior forward Barry Flynn collected NCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week accolades after posting back-to-back 23-point performances in last week's wins. On the week, Flynn shot 68% from the field and 67% from the free throw line to go along with 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 blocked shot. 10th-ranked Worcester secured the top spot in the league standings with a 92-68 win over Allegheny on Wednesday and an 88-82 triumph over 9th-ranked OU in a battle of nationally ranked top 10 squads on Saturday in Delaware. Worcester junior Doug Thorpe had back-to-back 20-point games last week, including a career-high 24 against the Gators. Denison ended its 7-game winless streak last week with a 65-61 league win over Allegheny. Big Red sophomore Briggs King went 7 of 8 from the field and 5 of 6 from beyond the arc, en route to a game-high 19 points against the Gators. Hiram garnered some much-earned attention last week as the Terriers opened with a 78-65 victory over 9th-ranked Ohio Wesleyan on Wednesday and capped the week off with a 62-57 triumph over Wittenberg on Saturday. Hiram senior guard Alan Shepard scored a game-high 20 against Wittenberg and finished the week with 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. League action continues this week with 5 games each on Wednesday and Saturday, highlighted by DePaul hosting Wittenberg on Wednesday and Hiram traveling to Worcester on Saturday. And for the first time this year, we will now step into the blocks and unveil the NCAC Indoor Track and Field Athlete of the Week award winners for the week ending on Sunday, January the 20th. First, for the men, Oberlin senior Alex Guo was named the weekly Men's Field Events Award winner after winning the triple jump and long jump in the Yeoman's 87-67 road victory over Worcester on Friday. Guo registered a jump of 19 feet 6 inches in the long jump and a leap of 44 feet 3 1/4 inches in the triple jump. The Men's Weekly Sprint and Hurdles Events Award went to Ohio Wesleyan senior Ethan Freet. Freet won the 400-meter dash with a time of 49:27 and was a member of the winning 4x200-meter relay, which broke the tape with a time of 1:31:57 to help OU defeat Kenyon and Muskingum at the OU Triangular. The final Men's Weekly Award for distance and middle distance events went to Ohio Wesleyan sophomore Kevin Ford, who finished first among attached runners in the 3,000-meter run at the OU Triangular with a time of 9:11:87. Now let's recognize the Women's Weekly Award winners for indoor track and field. The weekly award for field events went to Oberlin senior Jasmine Owens, who set a pair of personal best efforts in the Yeomen's 77-77 tie against Worcester. Owens took the top spot in the long jump with a leap of 17 feet, 1 1/2 inches, and rose to the top of the podium in the triple jump after clearing 34 feet, 8 1/2 inches. Oberlin junior Molly Martorella logged the second weekly award for the Yeowomen as she collected the honor for distance and middle distance events. The junior standout garnered the award after winning the 3,000-meter run against Worcester with a time of 10:15:22. And the final women's weekly award for sprint and hurdle events went to Ohio Wesleyan freshman Sarah Johnson after she won 3 total events to help lead the Battling Bishops to the team title over Kenyon and Muskingum at the OWU Triangular. Johnson won the 60-meter dash with a time of 8.22 seconds and broke the tape in the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 9.45 seconds. She was also a member of the winning 4x200-meter relay squad, which finished with a time of 1:50.81. NCAC indoor track and field action resumes this weekend, highlighted by Denison hosting its annual lid lifter event on Saturday, and Worcester hosting Allegheny, Kenyon, and Ohio Wesleyan in a quad meet also on Saturday. Fans, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings from around the North Coast Athletic Conference, you can log on to our website at www.northcoast.org. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at NCAC, as well as like us on Facebook. And for the entire conference staff, I'm Brett Billhart, and thanks for watching.